In late March, a new rumor came along to further reaffirm our expectations that Samsung will release the fourth generation of its popular Gear S smartwatch. While the smartwatch market is dominated by Apple, Gear S3 Classic, its manly spin-off, the Gear S3 Frontier, and the sporty Gear Sport were all excellent wearables which definitely set our hopes high for the upcoming Gear S4. Of course, the juicy gossip that's circulating around makes it even harder not to get mildly excited about Samsung's upcoming wearable offering. And the rumors show no signs of stopping. If anything, they have only improved their pace, which is inadvertently hinting that the wearable is likely just around the corner. The Gear S4 will most certainly look and feel like any regular circular smartwatch, which on its own is a digitalized reflection of analog timepieces. No new weird shapes are expected due to the unique Tizen design language that the software employs. This one commands for a round watch face, and it's doubtful that Samsung would throw that away. In terms of build, we expect Samsung to continue using premium materials. Think stainless steel, aluminum, and Gorilla Glass 5. We wouldn't dare mention sapphire, as the material is still too expensive to use in a regularly priced smartwatch like the Samsung Gear S4. Still, a small part of us hopes that Samsung would come up with a super premium version of its upcoming gadget that will be a belated answer to Apple's Super Premium Watch Edition. The now signature circular dial will most certainly to be an integral part of Samsung's smartwatch feature list, as it has been deeply intertwined with the interface over time. This big boon to usability has been patented by Samsung, so you can bet your socks that no smartwatch lineup will ever employ a similar functionality. What's more, we are certain that the rotating bezel is here to stay, and it's beyond doubt that the Gear S4 will proudly wear this design element. Thus, we can certainly rule out the unsubstantiated rumors that the Gear S4 will feature a bezel-less infinity display like the company's flagship phones. Just like the Apple Watch, the Gear S4 might be available in two sizes, which would make it that much more versatile. The smaller version will probably be geared, no pun intended, towards female users, while the larger one would be aimed at men. Nothing sexist, just bone structure. Samsung could employ a rather unique design decision and put a sub-display below a translucent rotating bezel that will allow users to reportedly access different menus on each and every rotation. It will be rather interesting to see how this one works in real life, provided that it is real and not merely a patent chimera. Samsung would certainly want to keep its Gear S4 water resistant. The Gear S3 Frontier, S3 Classic, and Gear Sport were all IP68 rated, which means that they can resist submersion in up to a meter of water for as long as 30 minutes, so there's really no reason for the Gear S4 to not have the same functionality thrown in. This type of display is perfect for wearables that often feature always-on display functionalities, as OLED not only looks great thanks to its superb contrast qualities but also helps save precious battery juice. The Gear S4 is rumored to come with a speedier new chipset, which is both logical and expected. While the S3 is no slouch, a newer chipset built on a smaller manufacturing process would greatly benefit both the performance and the single most important aspect of a wearable gadget, its power efficiency. The Exynos 7270 system-on-chip of the Gear S3 was built on a 14nm manufacturing process, which leaves plenty of room for improvement. We will most certainly learn more details once the Gear S4 becomes official. A single gigabyte of RAM and a few more of native storage should further complement the specs list. As we already mentioned, battery life is crucial for wearables. There's a chance that the Gear S4 will arrive with a slightly larger battery than its predecessors, the Gear S3 Classic and Frontier, both of which featured 380 mAh batteries. There's a rumor flying around that Samsung could embed small flexible batteries inside the watch strap itself, which is a viable possibility given the rather restricted space that smartwatches are required to deal with. The device will likely be available in plethora of colors, one of which will likely be gold. This will be a new one for the smartwatch lineup, which usually come in black or silver. Samsung has the habit of releasing its wearable devices on a yearly basis at the IFA trade show in Berlin, Germany. This becomes even more plausible once you consider the rumors that the Galaxy Note 9, Samsung's anticipated next heavy hitter, will reportedly be announced earlier in August and not at IFA 2018, as the South Korean giant will look for more dedicated media exposure. Earlier in June, we reported that the Gear S4 might be announced on August 9, which is also a probable announcement date for the Note 9, but recently this rumor has been shot down. Thus, IFA 2018 remains a more plausible announcement date.